guys, welcome back to Your Mindset, Your Power. I am very excited you're here having this conversation with me today, my friend. Let me start by asking you this. Do you ever lie awake at night replaying the same scenario in your head? Listen, you're not alone. Over 70% of people admit to overthinking. And honestly, I'm one of them too. Yes. Think of overthinking like a washing machine stuck on the spin cycle. It's moving, it's working, it's noisy. Yes, but it's stuck. Nothing is actually getting cleaned. That's the downside of overthinking. It can lead to stress, anxiety, insomnia, and even avoidance. You feel paralyzed because you're too busy running through every what if in your head to actually take action. I've been there, my friend. I'm a big overthinker. In fact, if overthinking were an Olympic sport, let me tell you, I would probably have so many gold medals by now. Yes, but here's what I've learned. It doesn't have to control me. I figured out how to recognize it, how to redirect it, and even how to use it for good. And I promise you can too, my friend. Today I want to show you how overthinking isn't always a curse. It can actually be a hidden superpower. Yes, you heard right, superpower, but if you learn to control it. We will talk about why we struggle with it so much, how it shows up in everyday life, and I give you tools and habits to turn it from a weakness into your greatest strength. Because your mind isn't overreactive. No, it's overflowing with potential. So let's start understanding a little more overthinking. It's literally your brain working overtime. Yes, it's that mental loop where you replay conversations in your head, right? Or maybe constantly ruminate about the past or the future. Or keep second-guessing a decision until your brain feels fried? Yep, like a French fry, my friend. Yes, but listen, sometimes it's about small things like, should I go to that party or not? What if I feel uncomfortable? Should I wear this or that? Should I join the new group or not? But listen, other times it's about really big things like, should I quit my job? Should I break up this relationship? What am I going to do after I graduate? What if I can't find a job? See, those spinning thoughts can look different depending on the season of your life. Listen, study shows that 73% of people ages 23 to 35 struggle with it. And why? Well, simply because young adulthood is like one giant experiment. You're making decisions for the first time. Career, relationship, where to live, what to study. Everything feels uncertain. Yes. And listen, the brain hates uncertainty. That's the truth. I coach college students and young adults, and this uncertainty shows up all the time. They often feel drained from that head noise without knowing how to use it to their advantage. But it doesn't stop at 35. Like I said before, over 70% of us overthink. So no matter your age, you're definitely not alone. So you must be wondering why we struggle with it so much. Yes, listen, simply our brains are wired for survival. Over thousands of years ago, back then, overthinking could mean avoiding predators or finding food. But today, it's about modern challenges like jobs, relationships, or even social situations. That is why young adults who are navigating new environments, relationships, and career uncertainty struggle the most. Yes, their brains are getting constant signals. What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if I make the wrong choice? And that's totally normal. It is. Social plans, dating, new friends, big life decisions. Your brain sees all of this as potential risks. The key thing to remember here is that overthinking itself is not the problem. No, it's a sign that your brain is working hard to protect you. The challenge is learning how to guide that energy instead of letting it trap you. So now let's flip the script. Let's talk about the upside of overthinking, because simply overthinking is not all bad, my friend. Think about it. Your brain is working overtime, right? That means you've got plenty of mental energy. You have so much creativity in your mind, and ideas are flowing. Listen, when my head starts spinning, sometimes I just start writing. Let me tell you, I can write and write and write for hours. Sometimes I think one day I could literally write a book just from my overthinking sessions. Yes, and actually, some of my podcast ideas are born from those moments. This one, for example, the other day I caught my mind spiraling, and I thought, let me talk about it this week. And listen, I used that moment to create and help others going through this mental traffic like me. Why not? Let me tell you, many creatives, leaders, and problem solvers in history were overthinkers. Did you know that? Yes, they didn't silence their thoughts, they directed them. Yes, the key here is knowing that your thoughts are powerful. Yes, they are not the problem. No, my friend. The problem is when you let them spin without direction. What you want to do is harness them, guide them, and convert them into a problem-solving machine. And to do that, I'm going to help you, because I'm going to give you 7 tools to shift overthinking into power. Listen, I've used each one of them, and it's been a game changer, my friend. So let's dive in. Tool number 1, awareness. Catch the loop, my friend. The first step is noticing when your mind starts spinning, right? So name it, or just tell yourself, or realize, I'm spiraling right now. I call it brain freeze, just because I love calling my thoughts names. It's like hitting pause on your thoughts so you can control them. Think of it like noticing your phone's freaking annoying autocorrect going wild, right? But then you pause, you check, and you guide it before it types nonsense for you. So catch the loop, my friend. Tool number 2, reframe your thoughts. Instead of asking, why am I like this? Or spinning through worst case scenarios, ask, what is my brain trying to solve here? You have the power to make overthinking a problem solver instead, my friend. So reframing to focus on solutions instead of the problems is the way. And I promise you, your mind will start showing you all the possible solutions instead of keeping you stuck in the problem. Tool number 3, get your thoughts out of your head. Like I said before, writing, right? When your brain won't stop spinning, move your thoughts onto paper. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle with all the pieces flying around your head. It's impossible, right? You can't even see the picture clearly. Writing gives your mind a flat surface to organize the pieces, spot patterns, and your thoughts have more clarity. So write what's on your mind. Separate what you can control from what you can't, and decide on one small action you can take. Because once it's on paper, your brain relaxes. Yes, and what felt chaotic suddenly becomes manageable. So get your thoughts out of your head, my friend. It works. Tool number 4, set time limits. Give your overthinking thoughts a schedule. So let's decide. Okay, I'm going to think about this for 15 minutes. Then move to action. Set the timer. It's fine. Like setting the timer when you're cooking pasta. You let it cook, but once the timer is off, that's it. The pasta is ready. So time limits stop your thoughts from spiraling endlessly and shift focus to problem solving. So set the timer, my friend. Tool number 5, shift focus physically. Sometimes the best way to break the loop is by moving your body. So go for a walk, lift weights, run, or simply change your environment. And listen to a podcast is awesome too. Like you can use to your mindset, your power. Of course, why not, right? But listen, I do that. I listen to one of my favorite podcasters when my mind is going nonstop, and it helps me shift the focus. It's like grabbing the remote and choosing the show you actually want to watch instead of flipping channels nonstop, right? Shifting your focus helps calm the mind and regain clarity. So shift it, my friend, shift the focus. Tool number 6, perspective shift. Okay, this one is huge. When you catch yourself spiraling, pause and ask, will this matter in a week, a month, or a year? Listen, this simple question instantly changes the weight of your thoughts. Because most of what we overthink feels urgent and heavy in the moment. But when you zoom out, you realize that many worries lose their power with time. This breaks the cycle because your brain goes from treating the thought as a crisis to seeing it for what it really is, temporary. It's temporary, my friend. It's not forever. The beauty of this shift is that it creates distance between you and your thoughts. You stop feeling trapped inside them and start looking at them from the outside. You see? And from that place, you can actually refocus and decide what's truly worth your energy. And then you will realize, it's not a big deal. It's not such a big deal like I was thinking, right? All right, tool number 7, protect sleep and mental peace. Because overthinking often peaks at night. For some reason, it happens to me. So if it's 2 a.m. and your brain won't stop spinning, remind yourself, nothing productive happens right now. And listen, what works for me, I do breathing, intentional breathing. So I take three deep inhales, and I hold it for 5 to 7 seconds and I exhale for 8 seconds. Literally, it calms your nervous system and it breaks the loop and lets your mind rest, so you actually can perform better the next day. So let's wrap it up, guys. Here's the big takeaway. Overthinking isn't the enemy. It's just energy, right? You can either let it spin you in circles, or you can guide it into problem solving or creativity and action. The choice is yours, my friend. Your mind is powerful. Don't silence it. Lead it. So the next time you catch yourself spiraling, ask yourself, am I spinning in circles? Or am I solving problems? So if today's episode gave you a new perspective, share it with someone you know who's stuck in their head right now. Let's remind them they're not alone and that their thoughts are not a curse, but a power waiting to be led. Because that's what this whole episode was about, my friend. Shifting your view of overthinking from enemy to superpower. The very thing you have been fighting against might actually be the fuel you need to move forward. So Don't fear your busy mind, my friend. Don't. Train it, guide it, and then watch how it stops being your biggest enemy and it starts becoming your greatest superpower. Thanks so much for being here today. I appreciate you very much. See you next week. I'll talk to you next week. Have a great one, my friend.